Hello everyone, TomWasHere back at it again with another unboxing. I'm going to do the BAM. Now this is supposed to be the BAM Geek box. They changed the name from Pop Culture to Geek, but apparently they had a little bit more Pop Culture boxes left. So it came as the Pop Culture box. This is the first box that the autograph should come with a Beckett certification. So really interested to see what's in this box. It is light. So I'd be interested to see, and I can't even remember what the themes actually were for this particular one. So it's going to be an interesting, it's going to be a mystery for me because I can't even remember what the franchises involved were. So it's time to unbox it and see what's in there. Now it's an unwritten rule that if you do an unboxing video, you have to have a cool knife. So I've invested in a cool knife. So let's see what's in here. Insert paper, card, my two-face coin to scratch off the card. We'll do that now, actually. An Echo Dot, BAM Big Box, and pin upgrade box. So not a winner there. I've watched a few videos where, I don't ever remember seeing anyone actually win on this. So it'll be interesting to see if there's, I would be curious to see how many winners there actually are in, a box of 2,500. If it's 10, if it's 50, and is it the same amount of winners every month or does it change? So do the pin here. The pin is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Now, they may watch the YouTube where they did like the live reading. I actually watched a little bit last night. So this pin has a limited release, but it doesn't say the number of what it actually, if there's a set number or not. At least not on this one. It used to say it, but it doesn't say that. But I think my son actually might want this. Usually I'll get rid of the pins. The Carol Baskin pin that I got from the last box, I sold it on eBay. It basically paid for more than half of this whole box because it was a limited release at $99. So, but this one I may keep just because of Scott Pilgrim. So, we got the art card here. And that I believe is a Biff Tannen authentic art card, featuring unique sketch from one of the featured artists, bigger set of 2, bigger set of 12. So yeah, I think that's just the standard card. I don't see anything, at least any paperwork about an upgrade in this particular one. So yeah, that is the art card Biff Tannen. This is the prop, and it's dog tags. James Barnes. Now, is that Bucky? I could be wrong on this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that Bucky Barnes? Is that the Winter Soldier? That would be pretty cool, actually. I think my son also would be interested in this. I'm going to have a problem selling any of this stuff if he's into all this stuff. But, yeah, these are Bucky Barnes dog tags. Pretty cool, actually. But I'm almost certain that is correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, I looked on BAM's site because they don't have the insert. They don't have the insert in here that gives away what everything is, and it looks like they don't have the insert online for this particular box yet. So, hopefully everything so far I'm 99.9% certain that most of the stuff is accurate except for the dog tags. So, this is the art print. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's a Gambit. It's sad that they never got that Gambit movie. I wasn't sure about Channing Tatum prior to like 21 Jump Street and stuff like that, but I don't know if he could have pulled that off. And, in, what was the one Wolverine movie? Xmen Origins, I think. The guy that played Gambit was pretty good in his limited amount of time. But Gambit was always everyone's favorite from the old cartoon X-Men, at least for the most part. I know he was mine. So hopefully that is something that will see the light of day. But that's a pretty cool, actually, art print there of Gambit. All right. So I already see the Beckett certification here. First box with a Beckett certification that you can actually look up. I actually just been recently, there's some videos coming out that explains this a little bit more great detail, but it was never really a big autograph collector. But if you decide, you know, I decided I'm going to make a little bit more of a more effort into actually putting, I've been clearing out my basement with the purposes of actually making like a nice little setup for some of the autographs and things that I've collected over the years, you know, get some frames and things. So, you know, I've been looking into certifications and authenticity. Now, a lot of my stuff is not really authenticated. The few things that are, obviously I want to put the Beckett or the PSA or the James Spence card in there just to ensure its authenticity. But yeah, so it'd be interesting to see if this autograph is something that will be a part of my collection or something else I'll have to continue getting more boxes, or, you know, to get different types of autographs to it up. So, oh, this is a real X-Men box here, isn't it? I believe that would be the voice of Rogue from the old X-Men animated series. I was a big fan in the day. So they really went back to back here with the kind of the classic early 90s cartoons here with Rogue. Now, whether or not that would be one that I would necessarily keep or hold on to, that's hard to say. I always liked, you know, X-Men. It certainly wasn't my favorite cartoon, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a cool art print. It's just not, I mean, like, not my favorite. Not something that, you know, with my limited wall space, I may necessarily want to display. But not bad. It would have been nice, you know, I do remember kind of the things now where I know where X-Men, I don't know if they included Back to the Future in there or Winter Soldier, but, you know, it would be nice to get like a Scott Pilgrim autograph, but we'll take the art print. But they actually do have the insert cards back here again. So the insert card autograph print is by Lenore Zahn, the voice of X-Men's Rogue. So there's a few different art prints there. The level ups were a signed Rogue Funko Pop. Let's see, movie prop, Captain America. The dog tags were either described with Steve Rogers or Bucky Barnes. Okay, so I got the Bucky Barnes ones, which is the case, 2 variations of Gambit. The other print would have been Kim on the drums, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing with the BAM boxes. Like they're good in a sense, but like they're like not like it's never really like if you come into these expecting like, you know, a George Clooney signed thing or some, you know, top star, you're not going to get that. But as far as like an autograph somebody from the past or somebody from, you know, your childhood growing up, which what Rogue certainly was, I mean, it's pretty cool for that. And it's a mystery that pops in every month, so you can decide, you know, if the contents in this box are something that's worthwhile. Now, what I can say is, if I sold different aspects of the contents of this box, it would pay for another box. So there is something of value there, where if you put things up individually or as, you know, giveaways, as something like my son might be interested in, things like the Scott Pilgrim pin or the Biff Tannen card. So there are definitely some things here that are, you know, that are cool. It's not a bad box. I've seen people unbox certain things and they weren't necessarily happy with what's inside. I mean, I will say just in my last box, which was my first BAM box, that the contents, like I said, I sold some of them off and they basically paid for the majority of this box here. So it's definitely something that there's value, and especially with the new Beckett certification, I'm sure that will up the value a little bit. Now, what you can decide, or leave a message in the comments below, if you've had success with other boxes? Do you feel that there's another box I should look into besides BAM, as far as unboxings, and if you have better results of those boxes? Let me know your favorite box in the comments below. Also, let me know if you feel like this is a worthwhile value for what you get. There is a link for my Patreon page. It's in the description below. If you would like to buy a cool t-shirt like this one, I'm still trying to work out the lettering and such in there, but you can check that out in the link to the description below. And I will be back. I'm gonna have a few videos in the works. Kind of took a slight small hiatus, but I am gonna start putting some regular videos out there, hopefully in this next week or so here. But until the next time, I'll see you then.